Okay, darling, I think it's about time, don't you? Come on, you know what I mean. Baby, you are so anxious right now. I can almost feel you trembling through the mattress, okay? So, why don't you let me help you just do a little body scan, breathe through it? You know it's my pleasure to kind of hold you through that, right? Yeah, okay. So let's do it. I know you feel like you should get up and do stuff. I do. But I got a couple reasons why you shouldn't. One is that you'll actually be more productive later if you just deal with the anxiety now, right? You got to just give yourself a break from the feeling that you should be productive. Okay? Like no one can do that all the time, even someone as wonderful and brilliant as you. Okay? So that's reason number one. Reason number two is that you're already in bed. There's nothing better that you could do with this time right now than just address what's going on inside you. And we can do that together, okay? I mean, I know you've said in the past that it's really helpful, so why not just give me 10 minutes and we'll see what we can do. Okay, thank you. So, can we just start by lying on your back? And I'm gonna lie here next to you. And just gonna kind of talk you through some stuff, okay? There you go. Get comfortable. Just lie there on your back, arms and legs out straight, or whatever most relaxed, comfortable position you want. Okay. Now, I'm going to start by just taking a few clearing breaths, okay? Let's do that together. In. And hold it for a second. And then out. Okay, again, in. Hold. And then out. One more time, okay? In. And out. Okay. Now, we're going to keep breathing together, all right? But this time, I want to just do a little exercise that's really helpful for me sometimes. It's kind of like a visualization. And the way it works is when you breathe in, you imagine drawing all of that anxiety that you're holding into your lungs and then blowing it all out through your mouth. And look, I mean, I'm not a doctor, all right? I'm not a hypnotherapist or whatever, but I do find that for me, it's really helpful to just really visualize the tension and the anxiety as like a vapor or a smoke that's like coming out of your mouth, like really push it out, okay? So in, and then blow the tension and anxiety out. Let's do that again a few more times. In. There you go. And then let it out. One more. In. And out. Okay. That's good. So now let's just lie here for a second. And I want you to just, if you'd like to, can we do a body scan? Cool. So let's just start right down at your toes. Okay? Just check in with them, see what they're feeling. They do a lot of work, actually. They're always keeping you balanced and pushing on things. They have to keep you upright. So just like feel what they feel. And then move slowly up into the balls of your feet and into the arch of your foot and into your heel. Okay, now I want you to, if you feel any tension there, let's just give it a little squeeze, like squeeze your feet tight and then let go and try to completely relax. Just let it all out. Okay? Let's do that one more time, but squeeze really tight, okay? Almost like making a fist with your feet. Just squeeze. And then release. There you go. All right, now take a breath. Great. Now let's move up to your calves. How do your calves feel? Yeah, a little tense. They're working hard too. You're on your feet a lot. Let's flex those calves. Same thing. Kind of just flex. And then release. Okay, now move your feet in circles. Just get that range of motion. Just rotate a few times. And then let's do it again. Just flex with your feet up. And then release. There you go, baby. Good job. How are your calves feeling now? A little tense still. We could do one more. One more flex and release. Okay, ready? Flex and release. Beautiful. There you go. Okay, let's keep moving up. What do we got on your knees? Anything in your knees? I feel like sometimes for me the kind of tendons behind my knees get tight. And you can feel that by flexing down into the mattress. Or flexing up, like if you put one ankle over the other, kind of flex up and down. Just little gentle movements, nothing crazy, but just kind of feeling what your knees are doing. Right? So let's squeeze them again. Just good little squeeze. And then release. How about your thighs? What's going on there? Maybe you can just give them each a little flex. Kind of just bounce your legs a little bit. And baby, I know this sounds silly, but really check in with them. Really try to tune in to what's happening in your thighs right now. What kind of tension have they been holding? What have they had to do? Are they achy in some way or the other? All right, now again, just give them a little flex. Maybe stretch your feet back and forth, wiggle them a little bit. And then release it. Just let it all go. Every little feeling that they're holding on to. Just let it go. All right. Now, up into the glutes. Same deal. I know they got to do a lot of work, just like the rest of you. So, feel what's going on in there. Check in. Give it a squeeze. Hold that squeeze for a second. And then let it all go. Let all that tension out. Okay? And we're just going to keep going like this. Bit by bit. Feeling for what's going on everywhere. Especially as you get up into your lower abdomen. For me personally, I sometimes hold a lot of tension there, or I'll feel anxiety there if something's weird. So, just check in there, see what you're feeling in your pelvis, in your lower abs, and maybe your gut. Just feel around and tune into it. And sometimes, you gotta just let it say whatever it needs to say. If you're feeling tension there, if you're feeling anxiety, I try not to fight it. If my gut is telling me it's worried about something or it's upset about something, if it's twitchy or if it's tight, I try not to overpower it, but just release, just surrender myself to it and say, okay, all right, I feel you. I get it. You're worried, and that's okay. It sounds kind of silly, but it's almost like trying to calm down a dog who's barking. You don't yell at him. You don't try to overpower him. You just say, okay, I hear you. I got you. And then you give him a little hug. You give him a little pat. So, anywhere that you feel really difficult feelings in your body, I want you to just try to do that, okay? Let's move up to your chest now. I know that your chest gets very tight when you have anxiety. I know that. So, why don't you just Feel what it's telling you. And don't fight it. Just let it do what it's doing. Because you can't really push your way through anxiety or tension, right? You can't fight through it. That just makes it worse. So we're just going to let it say what it needs to say. And then maybe even try to feel some love or gratitude. Because it's trying to protect you. I know that sounds weird, but it is. That's your body doing what it can to keep you safe. So just welcome it. Just say, okay, all right, I hear you. I hear you. And let's take a deep breath in. And then out and try to let it go. Let the tension go. Let the anxiety go. Let it all out. Another in. And out. How about your back, baby? How's your back doing? I know sometimes you get stiffness in your lower back or in your shoulders. And those muscles are really complex and they do all kinds of things all day long. So, you can give them a little flex if you want. Look for the little areas that might be giving you trouble, that might be giving you tension. And if you want, just like we did with our legs and feet, just sort of squeeze and then release. I think it's important if something feels too tight, if it doesn't feel like you want to squeeze it, then don't squeeze it. It's okay. We're not using force here at all. We're just going with the flow. So, anything that's going on in your back or anywhere else, you don't have to push it. We're just gonna gently work with it. Okay. So let's do another big breath in and hold and out. Good job, baby. Should we move up to our shoulders? Let's give them a couple shrugs, okay? Just shrug your shoulders a little bit. Tune in, see what they're doing. Are they holding some tension? Yeah, they always do, don't they? Your shoulders were like up by your ears when I saw you earlier. So you're just gonna give them a couple light shrugs and see what they had to say. And maybe squeeze a little bit and hold it and let it all out and let your shoulders go all the way down. Let them just completely relax. Good job, baby. Good job. Okay, now off into the arms. All right. Let's see what's going on with your biceps. Give them a little squeeze. Squeeze in towards your hips and feel them flex. And then let them go and feel all that tension dissipate. And do that again for me, please. Just squeeze in and hold and release. Yeah, you can feel those arms turn into jelly. And now triceps, which is the other way. Try pushing down into the mattress a little bit and feel them tighten. And then release and feel it all drift away. And check in with your forearms too. And rock your wrists back and then rock them forward, back and forward. And squeeze those forearms and then let it all go. Let it go out. And now those little hands, they do so much. They do a lot. So just give all your fingers a wiggle. Really, like you're playing the piano. Just let them twitch and wiggle around. Feel what's going on inside your palms. Stretch your hand out. And then close it into a fist. And squeeze and squeeze. And then release. And do that one more time. Squeeze and roll your hands in little circles. Flex your wrist. And squeeze and then release. There you go, baby. Good job. Okay, now be careful with this part because I know you have neck issues sometimes, okay? But just roll your head in really gentle little circles. First one way, then the other way. Okay. And just feel what's going on in your neck. Feel all that tension, all the anxiety. And just try to let it go. I don't want you to flex anything there, okay? Not unless you really want to. Just feel it, acknowledge it, and let it do whatever it wants to do. You don't have to fight it at all, okay? Now, I know you love this one. What is going on with that jaw? Yeah, you're a teeth clencher, aren't you, baby? Sometimes I hear you do it while you're sleeping. So, I want you to just let your mouth fall open, okay? Just completely like you're completely unconscious. Catching flies, just let it hang. Now, I want you to use your hands and just touch the muscles in your temple and then going down behind your cheekbone and then into the jaw itself. Just touch it lightly with your fingertips. Feel all those muscles. I want you to just feel any tightness that's in them. And open your mouth all the way. And take a breath in and then out while you're squeezing on the side of your jaw. Just let that tension go. Just imagine that you're pushing it right out. Okay. And maybe even up in the roof of your mouth, in your ears, and right up into your face and the top of your head. Like there's a million little muscles in there. And I want you to just feel them all, tune in, see what's going on up there. And anything your body's trying to tell you, anything your face is trying to do, we're just going to acknowledge it. Maybe touch it lightly with your fingertips. And then let it go. It's okay. You can tell your face that. You can tell your head that. You can tell your jaw that. You can just soothe it. You can say, hey, it's okay. It's okay. I hear you. I got you. It's all right. Okay, baby. Good job. So now, we're going to think about all of that tension and anxiety from the tips of your toes up to the top of your head. All that anxiety that you kind of shook loose and released and let go of. And I want you to just imagine that it's whatever little remainders of it are left. They're just like lying in your muscles, just waiting to be swept away. And that's what we're about to do. Okay? We're going to take a deep breath, and we're going to gather up all of those little bits of tension and anxiety, anything that's left. We're going to gather them all up, and bring them together into your lungs, and then blow them right out. That's it. Okay? So just ready on 3. 1, 2, 3, in. Feel it all coming in into your chest from your whole body and bring together into your lungs and blow it out. Release all of it. Let it all go. And 2 more of those. Ready? 2 big breaths. In. And out. And then 1 last breath. Really get yourself completely clean and fresh and calm. Okay, 1 last one to let go of everything. Anything that's bothering you, anything that's sitting with you. We're just going to surrender, okay? In. And out. Really good, baby. That's really, really good. I can feel how different you are now than you were even just a few minutes ago. You know, your whole body's relaxed. And maybe it even feels good to just lie here on your back feel your weight on the bed and feel yourself supported and held by the bed. Hear my voice in your ears, letting it soothe you, and just welcoming whatever comes. Now, if you're a little sleepy, why don't we just sleep together for a while, okay? I know that it's really helpful for you to hear my breathing, and it works for me too. I like sleeping next to you. So, let's just let ourselves drift off, okay? You don't have to do anything right now. You don't have to be anywhere. You're not responsible for anything. It's your time now, and all you have to do is just be here and relax and let yourself doze if you feel like it. I'll be here, right next to you. Okay?